Hey everyone, welcome to DevRunner. My name is Paul. I'm an endurance runner and an RRCA certified running coach, and this is episode number 8 of my half marathon 2023. In this series, I'm presenting everything that goes into my training as I prepare for a 1 hour, 19 minute and 37 second or faster half marathon attempt, which will take place somewhere in mid-November. Right now, it's late August of 2023, which means here in North Carolina, it's ridiculously hot and the humidity is just beyond belief. But I'm going to push ahead anyway. I'm hoping to hit 70 miles this week, and that will include some track work, a middle long run, and a 20-mile long run if all goes well. And I hope to run that 20 miles as a progression run to try to, ratchet up the intensity a little bit. So please stay tuned. If you like what you see, please give this video a like. And of course, please subscribe to my channel if you want to get more content just like this. All right, folks, let's get on with the show. Here we go. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Monday, August 28th, 2023. It's 5:15 a.m. Trying to fit in 6 miles before I jump in the shower and head to the city. Nice and easy. Nothing to prove here. Just trying to get the miles in. It'll be too dark, I think. Even by the time I'm back, it'll still not be even the beginnings of sunrise. Hey, folks. I'm almost 4 miles into this one. Can't believe the heat. 77 degrees, 100% humidity. Still trying to get it done. Throwing 6 strides into the middle of this one. After I finished the first 2 miles, I started 1 stride every half mile. Again, you could call these fartleks since they're done in the middle of the run, but yeah, a little practice picking up the pace before I get out there to the track tomorrow morning. Try to build up the tension a little bit in the muscles so I can hopefully move a little faster tomorrow. Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, August 29th, 2023. And yes, I'm in the car. And yes, it's later in the morning. It is not pre-dawn, but I am headed to the track for a sort of early lunch track workout. And that's because I had too much to do this morning. That was very important for my job. So we're fitting it in now, hopefully between the raindrops, because it was pouring all night and it's supposed to start up again just after lunchtime. So I'm going to try to fit this in. Wasn't in the mood to run down the highway and get run off the road since the traffic is getting busier now at this late hour. So I'm driving down there. I'm going to do a 3-mile warm-up around the track, then run the workout, and then do a 3 or 4 mile warm down. And hopefully that leaves me with 11 miles total, and hopefully with a better performance than I've seen the last couple of weeks. This is my first time running track on 2 days rest after the long run, so I hope to see something a little bit more promising. Of course, sleep hasn't been the best the last couple of days, so maybe it's all a wash, but you never know till you try. All right, folks. Tuesday, August 29th, 2023. I just arrived at the track, and it's 75 degrees. It's overcast. It is really, really muggy weather. I don't think I'm going to be shedding my sweat today, so I'm expecting these longer reps to be somewhat torturous. As I take a look at the field, looks like one of the soccer teams has left a lot of their stuff everywhere. It looks like I'm going to have to move some tables in order to clear lane 1. Nothing I haven't done before, but wow, look at that. Look at the soccer goal over there on the far side of the field, maybe blocking the first 3 rows. Looks like some heavy lifting is in my near future, folks. Folks, when you're out for extended periods, I don't care if it's cloud cover or not, make sure you spray down with your sunscreen. Always better safe than sorry. Hey folks, 11 miles on Tuesday, August 29th, 2023 is done. Whew, 3 miles of warm-up, all done around the track, followed by 3.5 miles of interval work, and then 4.5 miles of warm down, which I wouldn't really call a warm down. I'm actually more proud of that 4.5 miles at the end than I am of the interval work. I've got to say, folks, that I came here weighing in at 149 flat, and it's never been more crystal clear to me that the weight is the main culprit of me not being able to touch speeds that are familiar to me. I'm just going to have to go drastic for a couple of weeks and see if I can maintain the strength and endurance that I need to get through the mileage, because this is not cutting it. I'm just mad at myself for not having enough self-control with the diet to perform where the way I need to perform. With that said, however, this last 4.5 miles was done in 36 minutes and 1 second. I ran it as a progression run. So the first mile was run at 8:40 pace, the second mile at 8:20 pace, the third mile 8 minutes flat, the fourth mile at 7:40, and then really picked it up for that last half mile and ran that at about 7:30 pace. So really happy with that. Made myself work when I didn't feel like it. The heat is just now super intense. The humidity is unbelievable. As you can see, I'm soaked through probably several times today, and refuse to let go of the gas. So hey folks, it's Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. It's about 5:15 in the morning. I'm about to head out for 6 easy miles so that I can still manage to get to work on time. It's going to be pitch black the entire time I'm running, so I'll be wearing my headlamp for the first time since the Ultra. Should be fun. Hey folks, I'm 7.5 miles into my middle long run today, and depending on how quickly I can manage to move, it'll be either 13 miles today, maybe 14, we'll see. Just trying to fit it in before I gotta start the workday. I started today, it was 67 degrees. Wow, feels like winter. Humidity isn't too bad, so just trying to deal with my fatigue, keep the legs moving. Hey everyone, it's Friday, September 1st, 2023. I'm out for a 6-mile dead easy run. Whew. After lifting weights a couple hours back, I am just trying to preserve the muscle power that I've got in me for tomorrow's 20-miler. So, not even doing any strides today, just taking care of business, getting the miles in. Hey, good morning everybody. It's 6:15 a.m. on Saturday, September 2nd, 2023. I'm headed out for my first 20-miler of this training block for the half marathon race, and yeah, it's nice and cool outside, 60 degrees, the coolest it's been so far. So I'm very, very happy about that. Getting a late start. I've been up since 4:30, but just kind of dragging along, having breakfast, and yada, yada, yada. All right, I'll see you along the way. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I gotta cross this highway. But it's all right, because the sidewalk is on the way. All right, folks. I'm about 2.5 miles into this one.
headed down to the peninsula once again so I can compare apples to apples, even though the weather is totally different today than it has been for the last 5 weeks. Running in my Saucony Axon 3s, so no help from my carbon plated shoes today. Just heading out and seeing what happens. Alright folks, got about a mile on this road. Luckily it's not too busy yet. Uphill I'm about to head. Here comes the highway exit. See if I can stay alive. To bring you the conclusion of this fun one, and the conclusion of this week of training. It'd be nice to live through it. See what happens. Hey folks, I just passed the 4-mile mark. I'm on the sidewalk now, as you saw. Some thoughts along the way here. Even though it's low 60s right now, the humidity is high, so there always seems to be a counterbalance when it comes to the universe, huh? You can't have everything good. Also noted that I forgot my sunglasses. I'm hanging right around 7:55 8-minute miles right now, effortlessly, not even trying. My plan for the run is to chunk it into 4-mile chunks and try to get slightly faster with each 4-mile chunk. Now that's going to be tough because with this out and back route, it's a mild, very mild downhill on the way out, and of course a mild uphill on the way back up, so I'll really have to work by the end. Plus the temperature will be up in the high 60s, if not 70 degrees by then. We'll see what happens. Alright folks, I'm 5.5 miles in. My guts are really killing me. Whew. And extra bonus, I only took 2 gels with me. I was going to take one at 6 2/3, another one at 13.33. One of them fell out of my pocket. So this long run just became extra challenging. Alright folks, I'm 8.25 miles in. Right now I'm running 7:32, but that's because I'm on a slight downhill. Now that I'm into my third 4-mile chunk of this run, I'm really just going to be trying to hold it about 7:50s. So I kind of need to slow it down a little bit. Run within myself, leaving myself room for getting faster later when it starts to get really rough. I'm under 2 miles from being able to take my one and only gel. Trying to stay positive about that. The fact that I'm talking about it with a wry attitude means I probably haven't quite achieved that Zen-like balance that I'm hoping for. Alright folks, back to the roundabout. We are at 9.6 miles. So, a little bit before halfway. Good enough for me. Ring around the rosy, here we go. Fatigue is starting to set in here pretty early, 9.5 miles in. Currently traveling at 7:56 around the circle. And just hoping I can manage a negative split here for this run. And continue the progression. It's not going to be quite as aggressive as maybe I first hoped. But any kind of progression run, any kind of negative split, going to be good news. Alright folks, I just passed the 12-mile mark for the third 4-mile chunk of this run. I was aiming for 7:50 as the average. As I continue trying to progress faster as this odyssey goes on. And I'm happy to say I'm pretty much there. According to my watch, hopefully it shows this way on Strava, but I had a couple 740 somethings and then low 750s. So real happy, especially when you consider I'm running uphill now. 1 or 2% grade doesn't sound like much, but when you're working hard and you're not really in prime shape yet, it's a challenge. All right, folks, I'm 16.5 miles in. I'm really pleased with that fourth chunk. I was aiming for like 740, 745. Around mile 13 and 738. Mile 14 and 731. Mile 15 and 728. Mile 16, I don't know, because I was weaving through traffic on the main road, and I thought it was more important to not die than to check the split. But I'm sure it was in the 730s somewhere. My 20-mile long run is complete, and I got a smile on my face for the first time in this training block after a long run. 2 hours, 38 minutes, 46 seconds, averaging 7:56 a mile. Whew, despite the fiasco with only taking one gel during at mile 10 because I lost one along the way, despite the fact that it's now in the high 60s, the job is done. Progression run, pretty much there. I think my fastest block was actually miles 12 through 16, but still happy. The final miles here, mile 17 in 741, mile 18 in 741, mile 19 in 736, and I don't know what the split was on the final one, but I know it was significantly slower because it's uphill all the way home. Fine by me. Real happy, real happy. Hey folks, it's Sunday, September 3rd, 2023. I'm out for 7 miles of dead easy running after yesterday's 20-miler. Got mixed up yesterday, thought it was the end of the week. Nope, one more run. So, I have no designs on speed today. This is all about maximizing recovery. Whew. My left Achilles and ankle are still barking from yesterday's run. The Achilles thing has been building up for a couple of weeks, been annoying, but after yesterday's run, it's definitely moved up to a new tier of discomfort. So, watching that real carefully. Running in my New Balance, more V3s in order to try to maximize the cush. See how it goes.
All right, folks, so there you have it, the week in review right over there. I'm happy to report that I did hit my 70-mile goal this week, and I did get some track work in. Wasn't happy at all with the times, but you know, it's mildly better than last week, I'll say that much. I think, of course, that's mainly due to my lack of weight loss. I did take off some ridiculously small amount of weight this week, but it's not nearly what my goal was, so I take that as a loss. I put that on myself as something I'm guilty of, but nonetheless, I did get in on a decent middle long run, and did follow up with the 20-mile long run that I did run as a progression run. It wasn't a perfect progression, but it was really promising. I'm happy that despite the heat and the humidity, I did get the average pace down, lower than I'm used to for my long runs up to this point, so good news there. I got in all 7 of my core routines. I got in my 2 strength training routines as well, so overall a good week. Of course, you know, the only weakness is the weight loss. It's got to pick up. It's just got to pick up, but I'll be working on it, I promise. All right, folks, thanks for being with me this week. If you're looking for any help from a running coach yourself, please get in touch with me through DevRunnerCoaching.com. And if you are looking for dedicated videos that can help you with weight training, with strength training, or with proper form, just take a look in the show notes below. I've got that all lined up and ready for you. With that said, folks, please get healthy, stay strong, and keep pushing. I'll see you next week. Peace out.